Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
You know what I'm saying? For
For
real.
sure. Cause one thing you told me too, you was like, bro, I'm focused. I'm
Yeah.
going to sleep. I'm studying. I gotta get my rest. I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm doing my trucking bit. I'm doing all this stuff because I'm focused. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't worried about no club. It's cool. I ain't worried about no club. I ain't worried about no hoes. And I'm trying to
That's a
get my
fact.
stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I applaud you for that. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
sacrificing the time right now to put yourself where you want to be later on in life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I get it. Now let's get into. I'm so tired of hearing about an algorithm. What's that?
No, it's just really in terms of social media talk, as an artist, that's what people talk about, dog. Like social media this, you need to be on social media. And what happened was I was making a project, the same one that Nati on and the one
What's the
that be
name of it?
Till Further Notice. So Till Further Notice, I was making it and I was doing all this stuff and trying to put together the marketing part of it. And I was working with a publicist. Shout out to Amber. You know what I'm saying? And what would happen was, of course they would tell me I need to post daily. You got to get in the algorithm. People don't see your page unless you post daily. You do this, got to go on live. You got to do this. People want to see everything you do. If you're cooking in the kitchen, you want to. And I'm just like, I'm not that nigga. Like, like straight up, dog. Like, I can't go to the Mavs game and stop and ask my brother or somebody or a woman I'm with, hey, get a picture of me courtside so I can be like, I'm courtside at the game. I'm not doing the shit. I'm just not doing it. And so I had to come to the realization. And so the shirt is just about, hearing people say, man, and even when you watch another podcast and people talk about social media now, it's like the algorithm changed, algorithm this, algorithm. Don't nobody. I mean, I got better shit to do in life to worry about an algorithm, bro. Where I'm trying to go, like, I get it from an artist standpoint. What they saying is gonna put you in a position to where more people see you and they're exposed to you.
For sure.
But I'm just like, it's always another way. Like, it ain't one way to skin a cat. Ain't that what they say?
Know what they say?
Ain't one way to do these things. So I'm just like, what's the other alternative? And from what I got so far, everybody leaning on social media. So it's just to show basically how I feel about social media. Mm-hmm. Because why I'm not quote unquote consistent with everyday posts, with every week post, every move I make in life. And like, I sold a house today. I did this today. You know what I'm saying? I started a trucking company today. Like, that shit, I make moves under the table. And when I'm ready to put it out there, I got everything behind the scenes. But I'm just not finna get on Instagram Live and get on social media every day, bro. Like, what happened to being about rap? What happened about making good music and then people putting it in places that it should be, as far as like other people placing it places, before social media was really popping, a J. Cole or somebody like that, man, these niggas wasn't getting blasted on the internet. Like, it's a way that they was physically being put in people's face, or the important media sources would cover them. Yeah. And then you getting the media coverage you need, but you ain't just personal life on social media. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You right, but the society we are in today, they gonna feel like if they don't see it, you not doing it. That's how they gonna feel, depending on who you trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though, cause that being worried about a TikTok algorithm, a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram algorithm, man, it's distressing. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Where your post? Man, fuck that post, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm trying to drive through traffic to get home from work. Nigga, I got real life shit going on at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga, I gotta call and check about this motherfucking medical bill because I got off right in time before the office closed. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about posts. Nigga, I got real life problems, man. But yeah, so it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And I mean, like, I can show you, for people who don't think I'm doing what I'm saying I'm doing, it's gonna come full circle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can show you. You know what I'm saying? If ever needed, I could get paper. I could show shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live the shit that I talk about.
Straight up.
And rap about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk, brother. So, I didn't get to ask you, but what brought you to Dallas?
Yeah, so when I left Monroe, man, I had came out to Dallas because I went to the Art Institute for like a quarter or something. You know, the Art Institute is a private art school in Dallas,
I heard
and
of
it's
it.
like I went out here for audio engineering
Okay.
to get into the music scene, and I thought that would be a cool way to do it. You know, when you come as an asset and you can engineer and shit, but you don't really need that degree or those credentials to do that. So it turned out, excuse me, that shit cost too much. Like it was a private art school, out of state tuition. That shit was like 15,000 a quarter or something, and you know what I'm saying. And it take for the years it take to graduate, which was 3-4 quarters a year, and I'm just like, nigga, that's like 30,000 in a year. I already got a few loans from my undergrad and shit from another school, and just like, nah, that shit ain't worth it. And as I went there, I learned that it's all about who you know, not really what you know. And you can learn that shit like really on your own, for real. Like it's not that difficult to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 30,000 for a year for some audio for that school.
Boy, to get an audio engineering degree, man, that shit ridiculous, bro. Especially when niggas out here making a living off that shit and ain't touching no school. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I'm like, yeah, that's like you going to pay all that shit to learn how to interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
Like, nigga, you doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why the fuck would I pay $150,000 for this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna leave with the context that I would need to go make all that money back right away. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. You don't leave that bitch and now you connected with such and such to make this money back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you most definitely right about that.
Yeah, so.
But not only do you do that, you involved in the trucking industry.
Yeah. I got a truck.
Can you talk about that? Because trucks, real estate, and music, that, I mean, of course us black people gravitate towards that. I know I do. But the trucking industry is very it's popular right now.
Yeah,
Can you get some insight on that since you're into it?
Yeah, I'm fairly new though. Like,
okay.
I'm gonna say I'm a few months in on that, so I don't have too much knowledge of it. Yeah, I'm learning as I'm going, but I'm learning. But it's a industry that can. I'll say this to start really, because a lot of people say you can make a lot of money in trucking, and you can, but I don't think niggas understand the risk that come with making a lot of money. You can go out of business if you ain't got the money too, because like it take a certain amount to get a truck, and the way that shit work, you gonna have a maintenance problem, and if you ain't sitting right, you know what I'm saying. I've seen niggas go out of business.
Let's talk about it.
In the time frame that I've been in it, and people that I know that do it, that I call, and I'm like, hey, how it's going? How it's looking for you right now? Because I'm kind of new. How these numbers looking on your end? What's that? Man, shit, I had an engine problem, man. Couldn't go no more. Diesel this high, this happened. Shit, I had to shut that shit down. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And so, you can make some money, but dog, you gotta have your shit right and together when you go in there, cause you gonna have some trucking problems and shit high right now. Like diesel high as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And you ain't making no money unless you rolling. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to get that diesel, and you gonna have your other expenses depending on what you paying for dispatching, depending on what you paying for factoring. So what factoring is, I see how you looking. Factoring is like making sure that you get the money. So like if I'm taking my truck to you to drop something off to you, and you paying me for dropping it off, what a factoring company gonna do? They basically front me the money, and then it's their job to collect the money from you. So if I bring the load to you and you ain't got the money, and I'm just like, dog, what's up? Like, what you mean? We done did all this shit and you ain't pay me the rest of the money for delivering? Instead of me having to go through that with you, what they do, they fund the money. They give me what you owe me, but they take a percentage, and then they fight with you to get the money that you owe me. Like, you get what I'm saying? And so you got factoring, and then you got your dispatcher. Well, in my case, since I do something different, I don't dispatch. So basically, I have somebody I have to pay to find the truck routes. So they gotta basically make the calls and say, all right, how much you paying per mile, or what this load gonna be all right, we'll go to Missouri, we'll pick this up. And so the dispatcher handled that to where I'm pretty hands off, dog. All I do is the driver needs some question or something like that. Or some shit happened with the truck, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put money on the fuel card, on the lodging card to make sure the nigga get a room, make sure the nigga can get some fuel, and you know what I'm saying?
One truck?
Yeah, right now one truck.
All this off one truck?
Yeah, this one. You know what I'm saying? And so people don't talk about the parts that go in. You know, once you a few trucks in, you know, or got a fleet, some people will get a fleet manager, and the manager will handle every task that I'm talking about so that you can be the investor. But right now, when you getting it out the mud, man, you build it, you know, brick by brick. Start with that one. The good thing about it, though, I learned everything. Yeah. So what's going to happen is when it's time to scale up, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be in a position where a nigga can't just tell me anything because I know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. So that's a little insight about the trucking. One thing, too, can you give anybody who's interested in trucking some type of amount they may need to even start? Like,
shit.
Hey, bro, if you ain't got at least 20, don't even think about it. Like, stuff like that. Like,
it's gonna be more than 20, dog. It's gonna be probably, I'm gonna say, because you're gonna want a little cushion. You probably gonna need to be at least 45 to 50. 40 to 50, I'm gonna say 40 to 50.
40 to 50,000.
Yes. That's upfront. Yeah, because you gotta have to pay a down payment to get the truck. You're going to have to pay for insurance. You're going to have to pay for a few things. And you got to, you know, have money to pay a driver. And if something happened, you got to be able to pay for insurance a couple months, maybe while the truck note, right? You're going to have to pay for that while that shit sitting, not making nothing. And so, you know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for that type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Or a worst case repair, a mechanical error. Like, a nigga had to get an engine. Myself, like I got in, and shit wasn't so pretty. The engine messed up, dog. That shit was 30. That's a quick 30. That you like, the engine and the work, nigga, 30. So you all this
policy like gotta be $1 million.
Oh yeah. You know that's ideal. That's where they want you at. You know your liability at $1 million. Yeah.
Oh, nothing lower than $1 million.
Some people do 750,000. A lot of brokers want you to have $1 million to cover whatever you have to haul though. But if you got 750, you can work. You just not gonna get as good of loads because niggas want to know that it's insured. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad. Dang. We talked about the rap. We talking about the trucks. Even let's talk about real estate. You in real estate?
Yeah.
Like how that go? Like, man, you doing everything. You breaking it down?
No, man. I'm just out here living, man. Trying to make a way, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm a mortgage loan originator, man. It's not like usually you hear people be a realtor and they sell homes and list properties and do stuff like that, or even like apartment locators with a real estate license. I don't do that. I got a mortgage loan originator license, so I basically help people get home loans. So like I'm the nigga you gonna bring your W-2s, your tax returns, your most recent 30 days of pay stubs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull your credit and we're gonna talk about your assets and liabilities and what's on your credit report and your scores. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's not like quite like when you usually hear somebody say I'm in real estate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Well, it's a major part.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unless you got capital, nigga, you got to go through me. Unless you cashing out on the house, you got to go through me. You know what I'm saying? And even from the refinancing aspect, like, I just learned so much with that, bro. Like, when you talk to people, because I work for a company, you know what I'm saying, where I do refinance and I handle that. So it's like, you talk to people with a home and you get to pulling their stuff up and hearing what they trying to do based on the equity in the home, and you start learning about shit that I never learned in my household or people around me. You know, niggas like, I'm gonna take $250,000 out and I'm gonna do this and do that and do this. Or even when you start talking to people and trying to qualify them and you asking them what you do for a living, you start learning so much about different occupations. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you do this and that make this. Damn, I need to apply. I'm at the wrong job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to go over here and do this. So it's like I've learned a whole lot financially about stuff that I never knew nothing about, and how to cover up finances or legally get your taxes right to where you not paying as much as what other people would pay if you in a certain tax bracket. So it just, when you get to talking to people that got a little bit different money, they own commercial properties and personal properties, 5 or 6 homes, you start learning shit. They talk to you different, and they talk about money different too. You know what I'm saying? And so you know what I'm saying. It's an interesting thing, bro. I mean, I could get deep into the shit I've learned with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's like, that's some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, dog. So it's like, you a smart dude. So
I appreciate it. I like to think that too, man.
For sure, man. We gotta push that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody rapping, playing balls, cool. But it's things to learn out here, for sure. We ain't gotta always talk about the bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? But so are you still an artist? Really? Like I'm still doing this weekly. I'm dropping my stuff weekly. Or it's like, all right, I do my rap, or I do my trucks, or I do my mortgage stuff. Like, how you balance all that? That's what I'm getting to. How you balance all this stuff?
That shit funny, because in this project that's coming out, I actually speak on that a little bit. Like, trying to find balance with that shit is difficult, but it's like I need one of them to make the other two work. And so in order to rap, so I'm still an artist. I still make music, to answer your question directly first. But like, if I don't do mortgage loan originating and bring in this money from this like career type of job, it ain't no rapping, because nigga, I fund me. Like, everything that I do out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
How much you think you spent on your rap career?
Over $65K. Yeah, from paying for features, paying for video, flying people out, marketing budgets, some shit that flop. Like, you pay somebody to do something and then realize it don't get done. And then what happens is you have to hire an attorney, and that's a cost to find out why. And then they like, damn, well, you got to draw up this type of contract. And then to get that contract, it's a cost. You know what I'm saying? So,
did you have dealings with an artist or some type of organization, and they didn't carry out their end of the deal, and it cost you money? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah, but you learn and you go and you grow. You know what I'm saying? It's a gamble. With the music industry, dog, that's just really how it is, though, because it's like word of mouth. Like, if there's no legal shit drawn up where 2 people signed it and shit, and you got to pay to get that done once again, then it's really just like, hey, man, you said you would do this. You said you'll make this post for $1,000. I give you $1,000. The post don't get posted. What a nigga gonna do? If they don't really know who even be behind some of these pages or agencies, what the fuck you gonna do? Go to small claims court, and then you got to pay another $1,000 to get 1,000. Nigga, don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How you mad? You're trying to figure out who.
Yeah, you got to pay for production, distribution, man. Studio time ain't free. No video free. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, bro. I done went in and I bought equipment as well, like microphone, computers, monitors, all kind of shit, bro. So, yeah, I'm for sure in the...
At least 65?
Yeah, I'm for sure.
Wow.
Because it's crazy. I was just riding on the plane when I was coming back from Miami yesterday. Yeah, when I was coming back from Miami. And I actually was calculating that shit because I got a song called 50K. And it's talking about, like, I'm 50K in this rap shit. I should have took my chances with the trap shit. Like, I was just like, damn, nigga, 50K, nigga, I could have, you know what I'm saying? I could have, I'm like, 50 fucking K. I could have made 50 fucking plays for that. You know what I'm saying? So I know at that time, and this was like 2 years ago, I was 50K because I made a song called 50K. And I know after that, after doing that project, nigga, with them other people and all that shit.
You got an Excel sheet? Like,
huh? Yeah, because I got it as a tax write-off, like some of my expenses and shit.
Expense.
Yeah. So Yeah, hell yeah, I got an Excel sheet. I got bank statements, nigga. I got all my shit. You know what I'm saying? So that I can get my tax breaks and get my shit how I'm supposed to, and you know what I'm saying, get my profit loss margin, all that shit right. So for sure, yeah, man, calculate all that, bro. But I don't have a year-to-date number for total. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I know it's 60K. I don't know the exact number, but I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm 60 in for sure.
Yeah, same thing for me. Before I got here, I had to go shop. I got a new camera I'm about to get. So I'm like, dang, I got this. I got to put this 5,000 to the side. I got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I got another mic I'm about to get too. So that's all a part of operating expenses as well. So to do what I'm doing, it's the same thing. It's a different business, but it's all in the same realm.
Yeah, entertainment, so to say.
So I get it. I get it, man. But other than that, you know, you say you got a new mixtape, like, but overall, where you want to go?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Like, so how I look at it, you mean musically?
Like, musically, with the trucks, with the mortgage, like, ultimately, like where did you want to go? Where do you want to be with all this stuff?
Yeah, so man, my ultimate goal, dog, is freedom, dog. To be honest, it's freedom. It's just like, and when I say freedom, being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, without having to answer to anybody. So it's like, so I'm gonna say rap is rap, dog. I would love for rap to work out. I do this shit. I love it. You know what I'm saying? If that could be my day job, you know, that's definitely what I would choose. But I understand since I fund myself, it's gonna take a little more. I don't have a budget from a label. I didn't get $1 million to go fund everything and make $1 million from the $1 million. So I gotta do all this other shit, man, to create sources of income to really pour into rap how I want to pour into rap. So as I'm growing and creating all this extra income and doing all this shit and getting that freedom to be able to lose the mortgage job, so I got more time for music and shit, like I gotta kind of work all these pieces together. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately where I'm trying to be, free, nigga. Like I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to have my hands on nothing. And a lot of shit making me money. I live a life where, you know, I got a family, nigga, and I'm a family man. And I get to go get my kids. I ain't got to worry about this. If they want to do this shit, I can pick them up, drop them off, do that. You know what I'm saying? And live, dog. So that's why I'm sacrificing these years early, so that when I hit 35, I just do what the fuck I want. If I want to just go to eat breakfast in LA, nigga, I might just fly out tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and so, and music gonna help with that too. Once again, like I said, that's my passion. But like ultimately, if I had to choose, do you want to be a rapper or do you want to be free? Like a nigga that's famous for rap and getting $200,000 a year, nigga, give me 20 million, I'll never touch motherfucking rap, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'll make songs for fun and drop that shit. You know, I ain't gotta make $1 off that bitch. But like as far as right now, I need all three of it. I need all the shit that I got going in order to fund music to take it somewhere. Cause I mean, like ultimately, I feel that I'm needed in our community, bro. I know I am, cause I get called on from everybody around me. So it's like I've accepted who I am and what I am. And nigga, I gotta go give this shit back to the community. Like that's really what it boiled down to when I say getting free too. Cause nigga, I have to go back. I feel like nobody go back to where we from, bro. And so one thing I always said I do when I do pop off and get where I want to be in the freedom way, I'm gonna go live in the black neighborhood. Like I ain't gonna be a nigga that get $1 million and move to LA or go live with the white folks as my standard of excellence. I'm gonna go build right in the hood, like or in a black neighborhood, and be right within the community. I want niggas to be able to see me. I'm be able to ride my bike through that bitch, or niggas come knock on the door. We can have a conversation. I give niggas everything I know. Like, we gotta uplift each other, bro. That shit needed, and it ain't a lot of black role models in our community that accept that role. You hear niggas say shit like, I ain't no role model, I'm a rapper. And it's like, unfortunately, nigga, you a role model. You might just want to be a rapper, but it's niggas looking up to you, my nigga. So, like, by default, you signed up for this shit.
For sure.
And so, I accept that shit before even becoming an icon or a public figure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm that nigga now. And so when it's a bigger scale, dog, I'ma just put niggas on, turn niggas up, invest in my people, and we're gonna get this money.
Yeah.
I'ma free other niggas up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And give niggas inspiration and hope, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's my mission, dog.
You got it, man. Like, if anybody wanted to get with you on some business, rap, I mean, how can they find you? Are you open to hearing what other people got to say as far as business and rap, or it's like you all focus on you right now? Like,
I'm always open to collaborating, dog. Shit, it's always what you know. You know, I mean, who you know, not what you know. So it's like you connect with people. Your network is your net worth. You done heard that shit before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, nigga, any nigga trying to reach me, you know, at TreLow, at TreLow. That's my Instagram. At TreLow D2W is my Twitter. So that's at TreLow D2W. And shit, my email and contact information on there. You can message me on there, bro. And we can chop it up. What you trying to do? You know?
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of shit. So, August 9th.
Yeah.
New project. What's the name of it?
Bottom of the map.
Why you say bottom of the map?
Cause I wanted it to feel like some bottom of the map shit, nigga.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, when you hear bottom of the map, like Wayne, so I think about Wayne. I almost said Weezy because that's how the nigga was referred to in bottom of the map.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Jeezy, you hear them niggas talk about that shit and the way music felt like that. Like even the street element of music back then was some hustler shit. Like I was listening to motherfucking what is it that Jeezy what's the old Jeezy album, dog? On that Thug Motivation 101 and that Quarter 2. Trap music in rotation 2. I'm thinking about my lyrics to find what I'm talking about. So I'm on the trap music by T.I. I was listening to Quarter 2 and I was listening to that Jeezy in the making of the project, just inspired by that old feel.
Yes.
And I feel like we ain't got that no more. And we from the same area, so for example, when niggas talk about like the old Gates feel different than what we hear today, and we hear that old Gates and it's like, ooh, nigga. And so I wanted to go back to that shit, you know, that old Bossier too. You know what I'm saying? How people feel about it. They ain't saying that all the new shit don't go hard. Saying like it's a different thing when going through some things come on and other shit come on with old music. So it's just like I wanted to tap back into feeling that way. Music feeling that way again. Because I feel like, nigga, we done lost a lot of where hip hop come from, and even music from where we from, where that shit, how that shit used to sound.
Yes.
Like we ain't got none of that no more in it. And I'm like, I love it. So I was like, shit, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this project was put together. It's a bunch of old feeling shit. It's real hip hop feeling. And then they got that street, that griminess, that feel to it. Like how that old shit felt. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my angle with that.
Any features on it that we looking out for?
Little flip on that one. That's the one, and AD Green. He was with Swisher House for a minute. He like a old Swisher House legend before he got locked up and shit. He was known as Swisher House. Those are bigger names. I got niggas from my city, Menace, on there. Shout out to Menace. And other than that, no, I didn't know other features on there, bro. It's just me. Yeah, but they hard though. It's like a short and sweet, because it's probably gonna be something I do a part two or something like that. It's like short and sweet, just to hit on that shit. And I feel like it needed to drop in the summer, because that's how that shit used to be. You be outside and you hear that Jeezy and all that shit, man. That shit turn you up, nigga. Standing ovation, all that shit, man. Like all that shit. So that's what that's about, man. I wanted to make some music that sound like bottom of the map again, dog. I just feel like when I don't hear from people, fuck, I gotta do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that's about, bro.
Straight up, would you consider it one of your best projects ever?
Nah. I think the last one was like one of my best, cause when I look at it, I think about how vulnerable and open I was on Till Further Notice. That whole got some deep stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? It was deep, and that was just, I guess, like a just a different time in life where when you talk about all that shit, it kind of, I felt personally a way about releasing that shit. You know what I'm saying? This was like fun, but real. You know what I'm saying? It's like for the summer. It's gonna do what I think is, what I wanted to do. It's gonna be like that old feeling again.
Sure. We waiting on that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, it's gonna be on everything, man. You'll be able to find it everywhere, from free too, like YouTube, SoundCloud. I'll put it on probably Spinrilla, stuff like that too. But it's gonna be on the Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Music, all that shit, man. Look, you can find it everywhere, man, for sure.